Like every time it would get before I had to go to work, I just have this like dread in my stomach. Like I just didn't want to go.
The dread of reporting to work. Mallory Mason recalls those anxious feelings stemming from her former minimum wage job.
Yeah, I was a cashier. And also just like the pay, it was super low.
Before she became a student at VCU, Mason made $7.25 an hour at a fast food restaurant.
It was like I could work like 5 hours and only make like $35. Like that's nothing. So it's like hard to save for stuff that I wanted.
Fast forward to May 2021, and Virginia raises the minimum wage for the first time since 2009. The hourly rate now sits at $9.50.
I'm all for it.
Even though the owner of Midas Richmond, Mark Smith, strongly supports the hike, he doesn't think it goes far enough.
I think that approaches a living wage. I think it's still short. I applaud the effort for the increase, but I also understand people need to pay their bills.
Smith starts all his employees at least $15 an hour, calling it the key to achieving a stable workforce.
At the end of the day, I'm in the people business. I've got to take care of these people, who in turn take care of these people. It's a big circle. It's my job to make sure they come first.
We are worried about the pressure this is going to put on small business owners.
Nicole Riley advocates for small business owners across the Commonwealth. She says a one-size-fits-all raise only works for big companies,
because they have the resources and the revenue to absorb those increase in labor costs. Whereas a small business owner, their profit margins and resources tend to be a lot smaller.
She says those mom and pop businesses may be forced to make some tough decisions to adapt to the new policy.
Maybe a loss of entry-level positions. They maybe go to more automation. Maybe they outsource more of some of their functions.
And as a last resort,
you could see businesses close.
As Mallory Mason continues her studies at VCU, she doesn't plan on returning to a minimum wage job, but she does express new optimism for those who do.
$9.50 an hour is not that much of a difference, but I think in the long run, it makes a difference. So I definitely think it'll help, especially with like the price of living going up.
The change is part of new legislation that raises the minimum wage in Virginia every year until it reaches $12 an hour in 2023. Then after that, state lawmakers would have to vote again to raise it to $15 in 2026. Working for you in Richmond, Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.